Hey, YouTube. This is Prima here with Just Prima. I wanted to get on because I made my last video private, um, taking everyone involved into consideration to make some adjustments, um, and to make this video to address certain things and to make some corrections to how things ended on the last episode. I want to start by saying Prima is a single woman that is dating someone. I am not married. I am dating someone, which means that I technically do not have any in laws. So when I was making reference to in laws, I should have said your significant other's family. So I want to correct that. Um, my guest seems to be uncomfortable by the last topic that I brought up. So based on the uncomfortability for many people that were involved, I am going to adjust some things on that video, and then I will put it back up. I also want to say, there were everyone that was there knew that we were going to be recorded, knowing that we were going to be on social media and be on live. But because they looked to be uncomfortable and some people perceive them as being uncomfortable, that is one of the reasons why I am also readjusting the video. There were some people that thought that I had not discussed my thoughts and my opinions with my significant other prior to the show. We had a difference of opinion about how he would have handled it versus how I would have handled it. So we just agreed to disagree. I understand that everyone has a right to their opinion and they feel how they feel. And how things came out was not how I intended for it to come out. Although the things that I said, I intended to say for the most part. I also want to say that those that heard it, great. And those that did not hear it, great. You will later see the edited version. For my whole season, I'm trying to get my camera right. For my whole season, for those that have watched, I have discussed my life, things that have happened to me, things that have happened in my life, and the things that people have done to me, including my parents, my siblings, my children, my extended family, my co-workers, my in-laws, my real in-laws legally, and the church. I said no one, I want to say that I have said before that no one is exempt when I am sharing my life and my story and the things that were done to me. And I have always tried to use some type of discretion by not saying people's names. Um, and in that situation, I intended on or was trying to use some type of discretion that everybody does not necessarily agree with by saying a family member. I feel like when we were having the conversation, I was not having the conversation for people to agree with me. This is something that I do with my friends and family on a regular basis. Some of the people there were new to me, but if they knew who I knew, like you have probably heard before, I don't meet any strangers. So I like people, and it was a great experience, and nobody there felt like a stranger. And ultimately, in the end, everybody said they enjoyed themselves. the last topic I brought up, I'm sure people weren't expecting, because that wasn't my intention initially. However, it happened. So again, I do want to say that what I don't do is accept, expect, or practice disregarding, disrespecting, and dishonoring other people. And I try not to dishonor myself. I'm coming on here to say that I know that I was led to do this show and led to share my story. And in doing that, that my purpose is to encourage, empower, and enlighten through, transparency and honesty and my ability to relate to many, many, many people. Um, so in that, in my humanness, because I am human, my lesson in it all, my lessons that I would share, and my lessons that through my time of talking and walking and, venting, I want to say that I feel like because I started my day, which I kind of mentioned on the show, I started my day by dishonoring myself. I dishonored myself by taking the person that I am dating into consideration, more than I took myself into consideration. I took his daughter into consideration more than I took myself into consideration, which was dishonoring myself and being true to me. I did not do my regular routine that I normally do, spending time with myself, walking, praying, talking to my, creator, my ancestors, my mom, spending time meditating, listening to my music, getting quiet, lighting my candles and grounding myself, because things started happening so fast early in the morning, and I was not able to go through my regular process that I go through every week before every show or before every taping. So because I did not do that, I dishonored myself, which meant that in my head, the rest of the day was going to be on a lower vibration than my best vibration, because I started it off wrong. And I did not handle the topic the way I wanted to. I wanted to discuss a topic and wanted to leave it vague. And my intention was not to um, throw darts at anyone. My intention was to have discussion. And because, again, society says that things are done differently, or they are not as comfortable discussing things as I am, or that certain people don't like calling a thing, and I'm okay calling a thing in my life. I recognize that everyone else may not feel the same, or that because we have differences of opinions, like the purpose of that show, um, I don't want to put the people that were around me at that time in an uncomfortable situation and it be aired. So I am editing out certain things because of that. I am in, you know, good standing with myself, and I have a clear conscience with the decision to gracefully bow out of relationship with the person that I'm dating, with his extended family, because we are misaligned, and those relationships cause me to show up in a lower vibration and to accept things I don't feel like I should have to accept. So with that being the case, I'm choosing to stick with that decision. um, And I do the same thing with anybody else I experience in similar manner. My family, coworkers, people that I thought were my friends. So I'm just choosing to do the same with that situation. So it will be back up. thank you for all of your support. Thank you for all your love, all your prayers, all the lights. I found it necessary to come back and to address the last episode, because I do have the tools and the know-how to, one, acknowledge and to say if I didn't handle the situation a certain way, and to go back and address it. Um, and being true to myself and authentic to myself, acknowledging how I felt, acknowledging what was done, but I did not necessarily have to do it the time that I did it and where I did it and have the other people involved. So, that being said, there will be another version that comes out, and possibly later on tonight, that will be edited, and it will have a shorter version and a version that does not have the confusion or the uncomfortableness and me making people feel uncomfortable or putting certain people on the spot. So, with that being said, this is Prima with the Just Prima Show, and I will see you before next season. I see you during my watch parties for those that attend or those that are invited and those that choose to host a watch party. So, thank you again. This is Just Prima, and I am out.